Now that the NHL season has concluded for the regular season, playoffs are upon us. Will the East take the Stanley Cup championship this year, or will it be the West? Me and Pearlo are here to break it all down for you. Let's do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Exotic Wagers. We have another special episode of Rico and Pearlo's House in NHL Picks Frolic. Pearlo is in the house. How are we doing this evening, Mr. Wisdom?
Pretty good, actually. This day is kind of bringing me back from what was a poor game. These last games are crapshoot stuff, anyways, right?
Yeah,
For the most part.
you're
But
doing your best guess of what you think the team's thinking and what they're going to do. And
yeah, tonight I've been doing pretty well on it, except for this Forsberg over saves. I don't know what's going on in this Calgary LA game. It's funny that it's like nobody. It's swear to God they're playing to a draw, and they're just seeing what the other games. Anaheim just scored, so now I think
oh,
there's
yeah. Yeah, 2 minutes left. A little over 2 minutes left. Ducks are on a power play, or did they score on that power play?
no, they're on a two. Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
on
they
a power
scored
play
on the power play.
for the rest
Ter-
of the game. I had Saros over saves there. I got that no problems. They did keep Saros in the whole game, right?
they did. Yeah, he's
Should
got
check.
34 saves.
Okay. Yeah.
Kings and Flames, they're 1-1 with 2 minutes left going into the end of the 2 minutes left in the second
So I'm
period.
just gonna see. Yeah, and now the Kings are on a power play for fuck's sake.
Oilers
And
are 4-1 with 4 minutes left to go. An
I got the
Avalanche Kraken.
team total over 4. I don't know if they're just going to play with their food now, though, and not bother trying to score.
Yeah. And Avalanche Kraken 0-0 with 12 minutes to play, although they are Kraken are getting outshot 8-1 right now in that matchup. And then the Jets lost to the Sharks 6-1 today. So obviously,
So
Kyle Connor was trying to score. He had quite a bit of shots on goal. I believe he ended up with 6, 7. Never ended up scoring. So he was trying to get to that magic. I think he was shooting for 30 or 40, something like that. But no goal in Colorado outside. Oh, somebody had scored and they
that's
called
a
it back.
goal. They called it back?
That's what
Oh,
OG's saying in the chat.
fuck. I got Colorado puck line first period. Okay.
Who scored or who would have scored?
Uh,
Don't know.
I looked at it, and it was like nobody big. Like, I can't remember.
Parker Kelly.
No, it wasn't Parker Kelly.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it just says challenge Kraken. It didn't say who may have scored it.
Okay, so because Anaheim won, LA doesn't have a chance now. They're playing Colorado for sure. Well, it's not yet. It's not over yet, but when it's over. So I wonder if let's see my theory here. If things open up I bet you things open up now in the third. Now that they know, and Calgary wins this game. Calgary will start shooting now because I think they were just playing around here. Now they're starting to pick up pace because they kind of know what's going on. I'd almost take both teams to score over first over second period or something like that.
Yeah, it should be an interesting playoffs. We have pretty much all of the. It looks like every much pretty much is set now with Edmonton winning or Anaheim winning. So
No, the
we're-
Oilers scored again. I've got
uh,
Hyman over 2 points, and the off the he does he doesn't have a single point, and Savoy the on the other line now. Savoy has what? Savoy's got
he's
three
got
goals,
3 goals.
Hyman just got a point. So if I get one more point for Hyman, it's like plus two something. I thought him being on that top line, you'd get it right.
Yeah,
I think he just
McDavid's
got
got
that
4 points. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I thought Hyman on the top line, McDavid's probably going to get a couple, and the price on him was just brutal. So I went with the wrong side. Should have took. I should have thought they're going to pad Savoy's stats, but he did get one on that goal by Nuge.
Mhm. Hello, real deal. Hello, OG Grant. All of you guys there in the chat. We will begin in a few minutes. We're just seeing some maybe once these games
They
go
took
into
the Ross.
intermission. We got we still got 8 minutes left in the Colorado game, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna have 3 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and the rest of the games I think will be Monday. So, but we do have the 3 o'clock Eastern game, a 5:30 Eastern game, and an 8 p.m. Eastern game on Saturday. And then once we get the Sunday games, now that Anaheim won, that they should announce the schedule here in a few minutes, probably while we're going to be on. So we'll let you know when they announce that. But
Just 1 second.
yeah, thank you all, 15 of you guys for tuning in. We got a little bit of a slow start today, but or 16. There is 16 of you
I'm not
guys in
seeing
here.
any of those like player future props. Where are you finding those? It's not. There's
So,
nothing on FanDuel.
well, yeah, I don't think. Well, they didn't have any on the East yet, but or I'm sorry, on the West. But they do have like the series players goals. They don't have anything for like shots on goal props yet, or like who's gonna lead shots props. But if you go
I'll
under the
tell you
NA,
one thing. Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. They don't. I know they don't have anything. Yeah. Not yet.
They just have like how many goals in the series. They have the series leading goal scorer, but nothing for as far as props or assists or anything like that yet. That'll probably all drop tomorrow. Let's see. They have the correct score, the exact games, the series spread, the series correct order, the correct series after 3 games, series leading goal scorer, and then to a player to have 1+ goals in a series, 2+ goals in the series, and yeah, and on and on and on. So they do have that. Oh, here I can just share my screen. So
Where are
this
you
is what.
seeing that on
So if you go,
FanDuel?
yeah, on FanDuel.
Okay. So let me go. Just NHL. What do I go to?
So right there on the
Futures
top.
SGP.
So you go to NHL, and then right here, if you look on my screen, the top of the thing has play a Stanley Cup. Then it has the East playoffs, the West
Mm-hmm.
playoffs, and then they're all right down there.
The West playoffs. Okay.
Yeah, or East playoffs. East playoffs, there's more.
Okay. East playoffs, West. Let's take West playoffs. You said East is more?
No, East. Yeah, East is more because West they're still shaking out the remaining
Yeah.
games, or at least they just figured that out.
It's not saying, okay, I got all that. Oh, player. Oh, yeah. Player to score 1+ goals.
Yeah, and I'll probably be giving out my series props on tomorrow's show. I think today I haven't even like a lot of these haven't even really came out, so I'm gonna probably just be giving you guys a lean on like sides and series, how I think the series is gonna go and who's gonna win each series, and then our overall
Geez,
thoughts on the
zero
winners.
to Zegras to score two or more goals is only -110.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right. Well, I guess we can get right into it. I will let me switch it over to covers and we will cover the Ottawa and Carolina game first, since that's the one right on the board. So yeah, the very
Yeah.
first game, I guess what we can do is we can cover the matchups, at least the three matchups on Saturday. And then if you want to cut over to like who we think will win the Stanley Cup, who will be in the
They
Stanley
got lines
Finals,
for everything for those 3 games already? Yeah.
for which, yeah,
Okay.
uh huh, yeah, they do.
Okay. I haven't even looked at that. Game lines.
No,
Ah,
and that's why I
Carolina
said,
minus
well,
150.
we can definitely talk about. Well, we'll talk about the games tomorrow, right? We're pretty much talking about the series today. Um,
Yeah, yeah, we should just talk about the series today and we'll talk about the games tomorrow. That's a good idea.
because they'll have more props out tomorrow too, and we can also talk about the props for the series tomorrow when they have everything else out.
Yeah, I know one prop I'll be doing for sure, but I guess I could talk about it tomorrow. There's one prop I will be taking for sure for that game. But for the series, what do you think, buddy?
So,
Carolina, Ottawa.
so when I'm looking at this, these two teams have seen each other three times this season. Carolina won the first two, 4-1 and 4-3. And then the most recent one in Ottawa, Ottawa won 6-3. When I'm looking at these two teams, and all right, let's first look at goaltending. You got Allmark and Reimer versus Bussy and Anderson. I I honestly feel that may I don't know because Ottawa Allmark during the season at times did look shaky, and then we know how Anderson can be at times. But this is playoffs. I think Bussy is going to be it's gonna really come down to Bussy and see how nervous he is in playing these games and how he can handle the pressure. But, Ottawa was playing great defense going into the end and since the break of the Olympic break. Um, but I really think Carolina, just the style of play that they play, the defensive type of I know that Ottawa's been playing good defensive too, but I think Carolina is a little bit deeper, and I think I just trust Carolina's goaltending a little. I don't know if I trust their goaltending a little more, if I trust their defense a little more. But I think Carolina pulls this out in six. I think it may go to seven, and I think Ottawa's got a chance. But at the end of the day, when you get down to the end of the series, I think Carolina and also the Lightning have a really good chance to come out of the East. What do you think?
At the price. I like Ottawa.
Yeah.
I
Well, I'm
just
not saying I'm going to
they're
bet it, but
Ottawa's such a good shot suppression team. I didn't like what I've seen from Bussy. If they're going to use him and Anderson, I can't trust him at all.
yeah.
if Ottawa can do what they did against them 2 games, now they lost those games, but both of those games in the regular season, Reimer was in. The one,
Hmm.
like I don't think they've seen Allmark, except for the last game. Ottawa won, but Carolina didn't have all their players in and stuff like that. But Carolina did pull out those games, but there was Reimer in. Um, the tough part with me is that Carolina's got the speed advantage, right?
Yeah.
And they did rest a little bit this year for the first time. Uh, that they ever did this. They ever did that. It's the first time they ever actually rested players before the series. So I think it's just going to be if Carolina's going to do what Carolina does, and they're going to play that.
Yeah.
Try to get in. Try to play the possession game, shooting possession game against Ottawa. I'm just not. I'm just thinking that Ottawa might have an answer for that as long as Allmark's playing well. I'm leaning Ottawa at this price, and I don't know if it's a public play, but I think it's a sharp play. I think that a lot of sharps are going to be on Ottawa here.
Yeah, I mean, you really, I mean, you can't bet Carolina at the price. So I
Right.
may, I would probably, for me, I would parlay Carolina with another favorite that you think, or another person that you think is going to come out of either the East or the West that you want to parlay them with. Um, but I think this is going to be a closer series. I think it goes 6 or 7. Um, it's just going to really come down to, can Ottawa. Well, I mean, like, we know the Carolina depth is good. It's going to really come down to goaltending. I think, Carolina's offense has been great. Their defense has been great. Their defense has been pretty good, or at least their shot suppression has been good since the Olympic break coming down in the stretch. But I just think at the end of the day, Carolina will grind it out. They got, I believe Ottawa has some veterans, but I think Carolina, they've been a great team coming into the playoffs every year, but they've played some really good teams and just haven't been able to, you know, make it past the second or the third round. And I think this time, um, they can at least get past Ottawa. I don't know if they make it all the way, but I mean, the Lightning look great, and the Lightning, for them, it just comes down to health. And just making sure Vazzy's got his experience, and we can talk about that game. But yeah, uh, I think Carolina and 6 seems good to me. I don't know. I mean,
It's not. I
it
know Grant's saying it's not about Bussy and Freddie this early because he thinks they run out of legs later. But I just can't get it out of my head that Ottawa has twice figured out how to keep them to 19 shots, and they weren't in bad. Carolina weren't in bad spots.
yeah.
Um, Twice they did that. And if you keep Carolina to 19 shots, you got a damn good chance. And if it's going to come down to goaltending, I'll take Ottawa. I'll take Ottawa. Carolina is not going to give you any different. They play the same system no matter what. Um,
And
Ottawa's heavier. If it comes down to a physical matchup, and Ottawa's smart enough to slow the play down at the right times, I don't know. I think they got a chance here, man. I think they do.
yeah, and like, for instance, I did this a couple times last year, but they have the team to win game 1 and the series. So, for instance, if you did like Carolina and you think Carolina's going to win the first game at home, then you can take Carolina to win the first game and win the series at plus 115. That's a way to get around to playing them if you think so. And then you can always back it up. If you still like Carolina to win, you can split it with Ottawa to win the first game, but Carolina to win the series. Um, But
What's
on the
Ottawa's
other hand,
record done since the Olympic break?
let me see.
Because I made them to make the playoffs, so I know they had a really good record coming in. This feels like a dog year to me.
Um, I have since Olympic break, but it doesn't tell me the record. I mean, I guess I can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16, 16, 4,
Yeah,
and 4. 16,
coming
4,
in
and 4.
hot, confident, hot.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I think they play both. So they play similar styles. That, and you're right. Carolina's speed might just beat them out. Like it might just be that they just can't keep up in the end, because like they you got Giroux. He's not a speedy guy. Batherson, Brady Kachuk. Like there's all Cousins has some speed. That Pinto Amadio and Cousins line is a great shutdown line.
So and then Carolina 17, 6, and 1 since the Olympic break.
Okay, so they've been good too.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is Ottawa has probably got those smaller edge on them since the break because they've had a lot more closer games go to overtime where Carolina's lost in regulation. So they have the same amount of losses, but Ottawa's kept them closer and pushed them to overtime.
Yeah,
I got to get caught up on.
yeah.
I
It's the speed that I'm concerned about with Carolina. Like they have the faster team, and that's got me a little worried
Yeah,
for
I would.
taking.
What ML Kid said, like you could take Ottawa on the +1.5 on the series. I think it goes to 6 or 7, and at that you would get that.
If it goes to six, you wouldn't, because Carolina would win 4-2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it would have to go to seven.
It would have to go to 7.
If you're going to take Ottawa +1.5, then you
Just
might as
take
well take Carolina to win in seven.
Yeah, or just the series to go to 7. You can
But
bet
then,
that.
okay, no, that's not true. Or series to go to seven. Yeah, series to
Yeah.
go to seven. Yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
because Ottawa could win or they could win in seven. That's just adding the
Yeah.
losing seven to it. That's what
Yeah, that
that
just
is.
takes the side out of the play cuz if it goes to 7
Yeah.
you win. So I do like that.
So like I just noticed this year, and I don't know if this is going to change in the playoffs, because I was looking at I was looking at the analytics for Carolina players this year, and besides Jarvis, who's just absolutely elite, there's like a lot of players having forwards having really weak defensive years this year. Really weak, surprisingly so. It's like they've been playing for offense, and they have been scoring more in the regular season. Um, Probably because it's easier to do that. You're going to beat a team, so if you just play to score more, you're not going to have to grind out the games as much. I'm guessing. I just can't get that out of my head. 2 games kept Carolina under, and those are, and I watched both of those games. And Carolina was not in a bad spot. Carolina was frustrated, and
Yeah.
if they do that to Carolina, Ottawa's going to win that series. If they can keep them to even 25 shots, uh, yeah, and that was Carolina at home. If they can keep them to even 25 shots, Ottawa, they have a
Hmm.
really good chance of winning that series.
Yeah. I definitely think,
Yeah.
Ottawa's got what it takes to push it to a late series. So
What I like is Carolina to win the first game and Ottawa to win the series
yeah, you could bet that they have that on the Carolina. I mean, it's
on FanDuel.
plus 460.
Yeah, a smidge on that. Carolina's first game is they're just gonna have so much for legs that Ottawa's gonna have to grind them down. So if they win this series, it's probably going to be like, and then see what happened last year. Who was I was against Washington. Carolina won the first two. If Carolina wins the first game on the road, Carolina is not good at. So I'll definitely be playing them in that Ottawa in that game. But
Yeah.
if Ottawa can manage to pull that second game out, then you know this is going to be one hell of a series.
Do you think it opens 2-1 once Ottawa goes home? If Ottawa can win that second game, then they win the third game and go 2-1. Because you could do the series, after three, which is Ottawa 2-1, which is 165 plus 165. It's just really going to come down to that second game because I feel like Ottawa is probably going to win their first game at home. But the problem is
Carolina
can,
is.
well, no, Ottawa, meaning the third game.
Oh yeah. Ottawa, their first game at home. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So can Carolina get out of there 2-0, or will they get out of home 1-1 before they head to Ottawa? So I think if it ends up going 1-1 in Carolina to open the series, Ottawa probably gets that third game and goes up 2-1.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Either way, yeah. So it actually wouldn't be a bad idea if to bet Ottawa after they win the second game if they win it.
Yeah.
But because
And
you definitely bet Ottawa the next game and you maybe bet them for the series. But I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on that Carolina to win the first game and Ottawa to win the series. Ottawa in that first game, I think, is going to just try to beat the shit out of them as much as they possibly can. Got to slow them down. Got to beat them up. Try to do
yeah.
that.
And you can look
Carolina's
at,
so hard to do that against because they're so well conditioned, right?
yeah. And I mean, you can look at it uh, so many different ways too. That's the great thing about the playoffs. Like if you like Ottawa, but you don't think they're going to win the first game, maybe you bet them before the series starts. Or you wait until they lose the first game and get better odds
Yeah,
and take them
yeah,
at
do
that.
that. Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
if you like,
I wonder if you get better than 430. If I don't think so, though. Eh? No, you
yeah,
won't. You won't. Get better.
and that's what I was thinking. Like, if Carolina drops the first game, like, what kind of live odds are you going to get on Carolina? Is it going to be better than the plus 115 for you to bet, for them to win for the first game and then win it all, win the series? Um, and I'm sure the sports
Yeah,
books are playing it that way, right? So that whether you wait or not, you're probably going to end up with the same odds. You may catch it in a good spot, but I think for the most part, the books know what we're trying to do by now. But it just really depends. Um,
This is the first year I'm not playing a lot before these series start because these are tough series this year. All of them are interesting for sure. Calgary's purposely not shooting on net. It's fucking crazy.
so right
It's
here
crazy.
for the series to go 6 games is plus 200, and for the series to go 7 games, it's plus 170. So if you're interested in something like
You
that,
play
I
them
think it
both.
goes. Yeah.
Play them both. And you're green either way. I forgot to invite Rico. You want to come on, Rico? If you do, go to your Twitter and the link that I sent you. I don't need to send you a new link. You can just use the old link I sent you. It's the same link. Oh, but do you have? I don't know if he has your channel link in
Oh
there.
yeah, I can. He should have it. I can send it to him if he wants to hop on.
Yeah,
I'll send it to him regardless. If he does, he does. He doesn't, he doesn't. He
yeah.
may be just wanting to chat it up in the chat.
This is Ottawa's chance, man. They're gonna. I don't know because low key, I don't think Brady stays in Ottawa.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. It could happen.
I mean, he's such an American. Like it's, he could play with his brother. How many years does he have left? I wonder. Like they got to do it now. If there's,
Yeah, we can head over to the next one. You want to do that?
yeah, sure.
All right. I think we got as much out of that one as we can for what's out for
He's
right
got
now.
2 years. He's got 2 years. He's got 2 years at 2 years after this year. He's on the fifth, sixth, and the seventh.
All right. So the next series we're going to talk about is the 5:30 Eastern game that starts on Saturday. That is the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars. Goaltending wise, for Minnesota, you got Gus and Wallstat, and for Dallas, you have Ottinger and DeSmith. Um, yeah, I believe Minnesota is going to give them another run. I think Dallas probably comes out on top on this one, but with Minnesota having Quinn Hughes and having a little bit more defense, coming into the stretch, Minnesota's 6-4. I know they lost those 3 straight, but I mean what did they do against each other this year? So Minnesota won 2 of the 3 this year. No, I'm sorry. They went 2-2 this season. Dallas won the first matchup October 14th, 5-2. Then Minnesota won 5-2 in Minnesota. Minnesota won 2-1 in overtime in Minnesota. And then most recently, Dallas won 5-4. Um, Robertson's been super hot coming into the end of the season. Wyatt Johnson's kind of slowed up as of late, but I mean, he was hot immediately after the Olympic break. Um, as far as lineups, let's see. Let me pull up both of the rosters. How do you see this one, Perlo?
This is a tough one for me. I don't see a avenue where this doesn't go 7 games. I think I would just bet that this is another one bet in 6 and 7, but it's. I mean, on paper, Minnesota. There's no Heiskanen. Oh, Calgary scored. I have them for a half a unit. I told you, Calgary. They're going to find out who, if LA is going to go, has a chance to not play Colorado, play, and then Calgary's going to win, and that's what's happened. Now I'm not going to get over saves for Forsberg though for sure because Calgary's just going to shut the door. Hopefully LA scores and ties it up. Who scored it?
It was
Corna, Perek,
Frost or
Perek.
Perek. Yeah, Perek. Frost got the first
But
one.
like on paper, Zuccarello, Boldy, Erickson, Kaprizov are like a million times better than pretty much anything Dallas has for defensive forwards for NHL style game. Rantanen, I gotta say though, has bought into Gullickson's system this year. He's actually 50% above replacement defensively this year, which is insane. He's usually like zero, and he's actually bought in a bit. But at the end of the day, I think Quinn Hughes is illness. Okay,
So how
if they're going to
Heiskanen's
play
going to be out?
Gustafson,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to end up just taking Ottinger over Gustafson, and Dallas probably wins it.
So no Heiskanen. They don't know if he's going to be ready for game one. There's no projected
But
return date.
I could see the Wild, Wild in 7. Grant, yeah, I could see it. I could see it. And but I would, if I just take it safe and bet in 6 and 7 series to go 6, series to go 7 again, and you're getting plus money.
Yeah, let me see. Do they have a lineup? Oh, it's in the West. Stupid. Yeah, so this is Stars are just slightly favored, minus 118. These are FanDuel odds. Minnesota is minus 102. Um, really depend. Like you got Heiskanen and Rope hints. They're supposed to be back in the playoffs, but they don't say whether they're going to be back
Are
before.
they? I didn't know Heiskanen was supposed to be back.
Yeah, it says hopefully he is ready for game one, but they don't have a projected date on him. It's usually a week
Oh,
by week, whatever they say or the beat writers put out. Um, Same thing with with hints, but I mean it's pretty much a pick 'em, just a slight lean to the Dallas at minus 118. I agree with you. I think this goes 6 or 7. Um, the exact totals on this game. Let's see exact games. So both of these are less than minus 100 or minus 200. It's 195 and 165. Yeah, if I was betting today, it would probably be Dallas in 6. But I mean, let's look at the 3 games this season. 4 games this season. 5-2,
the only
5-2.
thing I don't like is Hartman up on that top line. That's the only thing I don't like. I mean, I like him for a point every time that they play, but
Who do you think has the better power play in this one? I guess I could just look at the season stats, but because that's what it's going to come down to is like the 5-on-5 and PK and who can shut who down. All right.
See, Minnesota plays a style that allows a lot of shots. Dallas is a low shot volume team. They try to they don't mind shots, but it depends on where they come from. The Stars, Gullickson has been pounding defense down the Dallas Stars throughout all year long. Rantanen's bought in. Johnston has not. Robertson was always amazing. Duchesne couldn't play defense his whole career, and he's not going to start now. Um, who else is it? I'm pretty sure, anyways. I should take a look to see if he actually did buy in a little bit, but I
So Dallas
found
ended up
hard.
12th in the standings for best PK. Wild 16th, Wild 16th, and then as far as power play,
Oh yeah, no, he didn't do anything. Yeah. So Duchesne. When you look at their lineup, Dallas. I mean, yeah, there's like somebody somebody in the comments said that there's holes in both of the styles. The Gullickson style is great for playoffs. The question is are they going to buy in? And they sort of have because they are a good shot suppression team.
yeah. So like both teams have great power plays, right? They're like 2 and 3 in the overall in the season, regular season. They were 2 and 3 in the league. Stars is at 2. Dallas or Wild is at 3. So I really feel like it's going to come down to who can stay out of the penalty box and who's going to get the better goaltending out of the two. Ottinger's been great, although I don't know what his playoff record is, but I want to say he's been pretty good in the playoffs. I mean, obviously not good enough to win, but the other on the other end, it's like Gus and Wallstat. You know, this is going to be Wallstat's first playoff appearance, right? So how's he going to handle that
That's
pressure?
the thing that's keeping me off of Minnesota is they're going to start Gus, and I think that's stupid.
Yeah,
Wallstedt's been the better goaltender. That's the thing that's like I'm afraid of here is starting.
yeah. I think Ottinger's got the experience. He's probably gonna be more, as you would say, dialed in. It's just
So
keeping
what
keep.
Dallas is doing is they've sorry
No, I was just gonna say all
Ottinger,
really
yeah,
all they need to do is shut down their best snipes, right? Their shooters, their the Kirill, the Boldies, and then on the defensive end, it's
yeah.
just trying to take care of Hughes because that dude just fucking skates all over the place for a defenseman. I mean, he's like a
The thing
McCart,
is,
right?
he played. Um, Gullickson is he can teach a man on man system, but he's not doing it with this team. Do a man on man defensive system, and I've had this discussion. JD even called me again today. He's actually calling me at home to talk about this. Man on man is a lot harder to learn than zone, and he's saying that coaches and stuff say otherwise. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. That it is, and it seemed like he realized that this team was not going to learn man on man, and there's good reason for that because they don't have the guys that have the head knowledge for that. or willingness, one of the two. It can be one of the two. So he plays a zone defense, which is sort of like a collapse type defense.
Hmm.
Vegas slips into it all the time. When they won the cup, they did it quite a bit. And so what happens is they're it's they get a lot when they do that. They end up giving up a lot of zone time. So what I see here is you're going to see overtimes, you're going to see draws, you're going to see low scoring games. This is going to be tight as hell. Like just play the unders every series. I wouldn't be playing point props with anybody. I think this is going to be a really low scoring series.
Yeah. And what we've seen in the past is maybe the first game gets out of hand and you get an over in the first game, but usually right after the first game, shit gets clenched ass cheeks tight. Like becomes a defensive, it becomes like a chess game. And nobody wants to make a mistake. Um, nobody wants to get caught in the ozone and get caught on the back end, giving up fucking odd man rushes and all that other shit. Nobody wants to. I mean, it happens, but penalty wise, people try to stay out of the box because both of like in this case in this series, you have the number two and the number three power play in this for the season numbers. So it's like, why do you want to give them that advantage? Both teams are sub average as far as penalty kills, but all right, what did I say? 12 and 15 or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think for Dallas, it's don't make any mistakes, stay out of the penalty box, don't give any stupid defensive plays up, and win every game by one goal. It's going to be close. I think all of the games are going
That's
to be
what they're
close.
going to want to do.
Go ahead.
That's what they're going to want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's whenever I look at this Dallas lineup, I see players that are trying to do something that they're not built for. Except for Jason Robertson and Rantanen's bought in. Um, Besides that, it's like they're sort of doing things against their will and they're not even doing it very well. I feel like I now if Dallas gets down, then they change the way they play, and that's the thing that I see what's happening because like you see it, Dallas has been had trouble in the first periods a lot, right?
Yep.
This year,
Slow start.
and that's because they're going into the game playing zone defense and slowly coming into the zone, doing what Gullickson wants them to do. They don't do it well. They end up getting scored on, and then eventually they got to open up, and Dallas wins the game when they do that because when they do open up, they have guys that can score.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, Poe
question
Buddy.
is
Go ahead.
when they open up against Minnesota, are they going to be able to be successful? The more I think about it, the more I like Minnesota here. Man, I like a lot of dogs in this year. The more I think about it, the more I like Minnesota here.
Yeah, Wolf Cotto, Poe Buddy said it. It's block shots. Defensemen tend to stand in front of a lot more props. I mean, a lot more shots. Shot on goal props are okay, but as the series goes on, it gets tighter, and then also the people taking care of stats get really picky on shot props. So shot props for me in playoffs are really based on per game. I won't have a whole bunch of them, but I will have some. It just really depends if the position and the matchup fits my
Do you
angle
know?
of why I like it.
You know which team has the lowest shots on goal for the year?
I don't. Are they in the playoffs?
Dallas.
Oh, they are.
Dallas.
Yeah.
They have the lowest shots on goal for the year.
I mean, all their shots
Uh,
come from Robertson and Wyatt. That's about it.
and Minnesota has the fifth. They got better. They were like, I think, second at one time. It did improve. Their fifth most shots against. And I bet you Dallas is about fifth best shots. No, not quite. Let's see. Well, Carolina did end up winning the shot suppression for the season.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Did not know that they
Dallas
did.
seventh for shots against. It's Minnesota for shots for. Minnesota's eighth for shots for. So I mean, this is just screams under games to me.
Yeah, that it does for me as well. Well, Colorado was out shooting the Kraken 2-1, 19-8.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that Kale McCarr's playing. He's back
yeah,
in
they
the
want to
lineup.
give him games because he's
Yeah.
rusty, right?
Well, it's the same thing with Hyman tonight, right? It's like get him in the lineup, let him get some playing time. You don't want him trying to find a rhythm in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to move on. I
So
don't
I
know if we
take
got.
unders and I'm leaning Minnesota.
Yeah, and I take unders, and I'm slightly lean Dallas, but it's totally hinged upon how soon Heiskanen and Hintz are coming back, and if they'll be 100%. Because I think on the Minnesota side, there isn't very many injuries dealing with, if there is any that they are dealing with. Um, Let me look real quick. I don't think so though.
Mm.
Let's see. So Hughes is sick, but nothing
I need
injury
one more
wise.
save from. Or did they pull him? They probably pulled him. It's 6-1 now. I probably didn't get that. They probably pulled Lankin for sure. For sure. I
No,
bet
he's
you didn't
still
get it.
playing.
Is he? I
Yeah,
need
he's
one
got
more save from him.
27 saves. It was 20 over 27 and a half.
Hyman's just 6 goals and Hyman only has 1 point. Fuck.
What was Lankinen's shot total or save total?
27 and a half.
Oh yeah, so you need the half. You got three and a
Dog
half
face.
minutes. You might get it.
Yeah, they should get one shot on him. I
Yeah.
fucking hope so.
All right. Um, Let me run and I'll be right back, and then we'll start the next one. I just gotta go
All
grab
right,
a
I'll
whiffle
talk
real quick.
about. I was gonna look at. Okay, so for defenseman for Dallas, who else was I gonna bet? Ben doesn't play defense worth shit. Jamie Benn. Oh yeah, he actually popped her up a little bit. What about Bork? Well, Maverick Bork has been good. Okay. What about Herkovian? But Kovian's been excellent playing against lower competition, but he's playing against higher competition now. Rantanen's better. Robertson's good. Bork, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong here. Yeah. I mean, Wyatt Johnston you gotta take Wyatt Johnston for goals because I mean Hardman's out of place there up on the top line. Yeah, he's a good play driver, but Eck is going to be shutting down, trying to shut down Johnston. Now it's going to be a tough series. I don't think I'm going to bet anything. Except for in 6 and in 7. That's it. I don't think I'm going to do anything. You can make a really good case for Dallas winning. Yeah, when if you give him if you get Rantanen can control a game offensively if you let him fly. If you let him fly, he can. If you're down a goal, Rantanen can and just say, for the next 5-7 minutes, go hard. Rantanen can change a game real quick. Yeah. Harley Point is probably a good pick. He's supposed to be back after the second game, so I hear. But
All right, I'm back.
Farabee just hit the post
Oh
for his
shit.
20th.
All right, let me pull up the next one. So the 8 p.m. Eastern game, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Pittsburgh's minus 152 to win the series. Philadelphia's plus 126. This is another one where I think, for me, it's going to come down to Pittsburgh. And I know they've been dealing with a lot of injuries going into the end of the season. You have Shilovs and Jari. They've both been playing great, but Vladar has been
You mean Skinner?
excellent since, or yes, Skinner. And then you
Yeah.
have Vladar has just been elite since the Olympic break. He's been playing really good. Um, and Philadelphia has been playing really good since the break. So, I mean,
Philadelphia's been pretty much one of my best team in the league since the
yeah,
break.
yeah. I want to say that they have. I heard somebody say that, or saw something somewhere. I don't remember which platform it was, but they have like the best record since the beginning of March or something, or like somewhere in the last like month or two. Um, but yeah, I mean, Philadelphia has been playing really good, but I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I think the veteran leadership of the Pittsburgh Penguins will end up pulling this one out. But, I think Philadelphia is going to give a really good run for their money. Um, Philadelphia is such a more younger team, although they have had like Forsberg and Forster and a few other players come back that have helped out. But, got Crosby, Malkin, Carlson, um, vets like that. I think that they can eventually get over the hump and get past this Phillies
I
team.
don't know. This is a tough one for me again too. Stylistically speaking, Philly should win the series. The question is I haven't seen anything all year that tells me that Pittsburgh can shut a team down. They've got to outscore them. Philadelphia is the second best shot or third best shot suppression team in the league, but they don't shoot with the shit.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh allows a lot of shots. Um, so, and Philadelphia's been the best team going in here. Now, how much did they kill themselves going in? Condensed schedule, they were humming. Pittsburgh got a really tough schedule though, man.
Yeah.
But they rested a lot of guys. I don't know how injured Malkin and them were when they were doing that. I don't. They
Yeah,
rested.
that
They rested a lot of guys.
and there's been times throughout the season where you couldn't even trust Pittsburgh with a lead. Like, they would go out early and then just give it up. But yeah, I don't know. Like I think the Flyers are gonna be contenders, for a few years going forward, but I just don't know if they
It's
make
the
it past
youth
the
that's
first
tough.
round.
It's the youth that's tough. Again, this is another one where Philadelphia's got the better shutdown forwards. Tippett, Forster, Cates. Pittsburgh doesn't have anybody really. Raquel can be, but he hasn't been this year. But my question is, I'm going to be looking at this live. It's possible that Pittsburgh's going to change their game for the playoffs. And they were just trying to get in, and they knew they weren't going to be able to get in trying to shut other teams down. And in the regular season, you can win just by having more energy than the other team and playing an a loose offensive game. If you can do it, so that's what's going to come down to me. If I'm Philly, I'm slowing this game. I'm doing like I wish Tortorella was still there. I'm slowing this down as much as I possibly can.
Yeah. I'm I know we're not talking about game 1, but Philly's been scoring. Pittsburgh's been scoring. Like I like the over at a flat 6 in that first series, but
In the first game, I know they
yeah.
have been scoring. If it's an over, if you think there's going to be overs, it's Pittsburgh. If you think it's going to grind down, it's going to be Philly.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the way I see it. If Pittsburgh can outskate Philly and do they pass so well. They pass really well. If they can pass around Philly and get Philly chasing, Pittsburgh wins this series for sure. Philly can't do that. They can't.
Yeah. Farabee got his 20th.
In an empty net.
That I don't know. Let's
Yeah,
see.
empty net. I think he got finally. That's the only way he could get his 20th is if the net was empty.
Tocket and or Torts, not much difference. That's what Po Buddy said.
Uh, I'd say Torts. Yeah, it's hard to. They play a little different styles, but it's just they're so young. That is so hard. That's the thing that makes it very difficult for me to take Philadelphia is they're so young.
Yeah, and the
They
Pittsburgh has such veteran leadership. Like Crosby's going to be dialed in as he always is. It's just can they get through it? And Phillies look great. Like in the Phillies defense, like I don't think they're no pushover. I don't think it's easy for Pittsburgh. This is
yeah.
gonna be a
Oh
this
yeah,
is
I was
gonna
going to
be
look at your Drysdale's having his best year. Ristolainen, if he stays healthy, is great. Travis Sanheim's good. Nick Sealer is a good playoff guy. Vladar is a better goaltender. I mean, Vladar he this year has been absolutely fantastic
yeah.
for
I think
them.
I think if Vladar has an amazing series, there's a really strong chance that Philadelphia still steals this series.
Yeah. The other thing I think is because it's a 7 game, like Philadelphia. Okay, they've been a great shot suppression team in the regular season, but it's a little different when you're playing the same team for in a series because you can go into like a random team house or play you like like St. Louis or whatever. They're not prepared for you totally,
Yeah.
right? So you can shut those guys down. But the question is, are you going to be able to do it against a Pittsburgh team with what looks like a genius young coach, and Sidney
Muse.
Crosby and
Yeah.
Malcolm are going to be looking, they're going to be going over X's and O's and picking you apart. Are you going to be able to do it against that team for a 6, 7 game series? And that's the biggest question I have that. In which case, it, probably Pittsburgh will find a way to get around it.
Yeah.
Because if it does open up, Pittsburgh is it. You cannot have games open up against Pittsburgh. Philly can't have it because they're not winning. They're not winning. They got to keep it slow and keep it tight.
Yeah.
So, I just
Yeah.
did a puck in deep and I was leaning Philly. Like these are really tough series.
Yeah.
Tough series.
Question is on the next one. I guess we can start rolling into that next one. I don't know if we're giving you guys very many answers, but that's kind of the way the cookie's crumbling right now. All right, so they got so they have the schedule for Sunday. So the Sunday 1 p.m. Eastern game will be the Utah and the Vegas Golden Knights. Utah Mammoth, famous Golden Knights. And we got 2 games at 1 p.m. Eastern. So both games will start at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Buffalo and Boston. Wow, it's showing all 3 games at the same time. Why would they do that? Probably scheduling, right? um, all 3 games are at
Arena
1 o'clock on
arena
Sunday.
availability.
Yeah, all 3 games are at 1 o'clock on Sunday. So, and then
That
it looks like,
sucks.
yeah, and then it
That
looks
really
like,
sucks.
yeah, the only games that will be on Monday will be Colorado, LA, and Edmonton, Anaheim will be on Monday. But Sunday, it looks like we're going to have Utah, Vegas, Boston, Buffalo, and Minnesota, Tampa Bay. So I'll just start within the order that we have Utah, Vegas.
Yeah.
Um, Utah and Vegas, they have seen each other 3 times this season. And Vegas has only got 1 goal in the last 2 games versus Utah. They won 4-0, 5-1. And then those were during the times that I think Vegas was kind of struggling. I
Cassidy
don't
was
know
there.
about November, but um yeah, as far let me get to see if they have series numbers on this one yet. I don't think they do. Oh, they do. So Utah is plus 155, and you got the
I
Knights
give
at
a shit.
minus 188. Um, this is Utah's first playoff as a Mammoth. Um, this is one where, man, it's going to be hard to go against Vegas. Like I know Utah's played them
Yes.
well this season, but
Hmm.
Vomelka I
It's a
think can only
different.
just do so much.
It's different with Cassidy there, or Cassidy not there. It's a totally different
Torts.
team. With
Yeah.
Torts there, yeah. I can't. I can't get there with Utah here. Not they play the same style. Vegas just has better players and does it better.
Yeah.
So it's like really hard to.
I actually think Utah can get this to 6. I see it being like a 4-2 Knights finish.
Could
Um,
be.
but man, Utah's look great too. It's when it comes down to it, I think it's going to be goaltending. Like, but on the other hand, too, like Vegas, like you got um, Hill and Hart, and then Schmid, and you got Veggie and Vanacek. Like, I feel like the weakness on Vegas's team is their goaltending. Like, I think they have a good offense. I think they have a
Yeah,
good
but Hart has
defense.
been playing pretty well since
Yeah, but I think
Butch
it's more
came
so
in.
the team playing in front of him. It could be the coach too, just the relationship they have and
He's
the
been
belief they
playing
have
well
in him.
enough.
But
I haven't really taken a look at his. Actually, I think his underlying analytics are not good. I think you might be right. Money puck, it's like pretty bad. But didn't he play? He played before he got injured. He did, and he had some rough outings, didn't he?
yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, I don't know if Hart's like Hart, like what Grant just said, like Torts and Hart reunited. I feel like Hart feels obligated to play good because Torts putting him in that position, which is totally understandable. But
Yeah, he's minus. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. He's minus 4.2 above expected, but I don't know what he was before and after. Like he could have been minus 10 and moved up to
yeah,
minus 4.2. So I don't know.
yeah, it's yeah. Like I don't expect Utah to go far. It's their first, but just knowing the team, how fast they play, the good finishers they have. Gunther is damn near a fucking sniper when he's shooting and he's on. And Keller and Schmaltz have a good working relationship where one always knows where the other is. Keller, I think,
Yeah,
is going to
it's
step
just
up
you don't
big.
get the opportunity to play like that in the playoffs too much.
Yeah,
That's the problem. Is you got to know you take the team that's going to grind can that has the ability to grind it out,
yeah, because
and
it's a more of a
I think
defensive
Vegas just by far has that
hit game,
ability.
physical game.
Yeah,
Becomes a really big physical game.
Marner, Stone. These are all shutdown forwards. Keller is a shutdown forward, but they don't really have anybody else. It is
Yeah,
nobody. Like if they're not winning with offense, they're not winning.
yeah,
So I don't. Melka's had a pretty good year, but he's still below. Like he's a .900. Like he's an average. Yeah, I think Vegas takes us in five or something like that. I really do. Utah doesn't have anybody that's really been there either. Sergachev. Sergachev's been
yeah.
there.
I would say, and so I would say both goaltenders on both teams aren't the greatest. Um, but I think if you're looking for a weakness on Vegas's side, I don't think it's their defense or offense. I think it's their goaltending. And then on Utah's side, like I think that their weakness is also either goaltending or special teams because Vegas has got them beat both in the PK and in the power play. So,
You got Dorofeyev too. Like these are just shutdown forwards, man. It's just,
yeah.
I don't think I don't think Utah's got a chance here.
Yeah. I would just say that the home games in Utah, like that atmosphere has already been bizarre. It should be really good for the playoffs. Utah plays good at home. I don't know how good Vegas has played on the road. Let's see. 21-17 and 19-14. So, yeah, both teams are really good at home. Mitchie always disappears in important games. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about that when we get to the Tampa Bay game because I think Kucherov's only had 1 goal in his last 17 playoff games. He's a dude that's been deep in the bushes when
I
it's came to somebody needing somebody in the playoffs.
Lankinen got way over his saves. 20,
Yeah.
not way over, 29. They got it. He got it. I just don't. You hope Utah win. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You got Tortorella's an awesome playoff coach, and I like what's it Turney. Turney's I think he's a great
Andre
coach.
Turney. Yeah.
Yeah,
Avalanche
I
finally
think he's a
scored.
great coach.
Blankenberg.
Oh, okay. I just don't think that. I just don't think Utah's got the manpower to be able to do something here against Vegas. I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, Rico, I hope Utah wins too. We'll see.
They're too small up front too. You know, their only big player is really the guy that can really wear anybody down is Kroos.
Yeah.
You got Cooley, Keller.
Yeah.
Keller's a beast.
I mean, they play
Rico and I talk
fast.
about it all the time. Schmaltz is way overrated. He just rides
Yeah.
the coattails of Keller. Paterka, I don't see him as a playoff guy at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't like that trade to begin with. They you know how much better they would be this year if they had Dome, way better.
Yeah, I remember it was a few weeks ago when JD was saying that he had spoken to I don't remember which team it was, but they were saying they didn't want to play Utah because they were fast and nobody respects their speed. And what Tarico was saying too about the forwards are a little heavier and you have to play with pace against Utah. I yeah, I think Utah's gonna. This is another one where I think Utah's gonna. It's only their first appearance, but I think they're gonna put up a fight. I don't think they're gonna be easy, but I think in the long run, Vegas probably takes it. I'll be happy if Utah wins it, just for my team alone. It's my team, but I'm always team money. So wherever the
And
money is, that's
a
my
team
team.
that relies on speed, you better be what condition like the players in Carolina
Yeah,
because you're the speed's going to run out by the sixth and seventh game in the series usually if the other team is doing it right. And then so what are you going to do? And what does Utah have if the legs go? They don't. And that's why I think and I do think Vegas does have plenty of plenty of it. Schmaltz against Eichel. I mean, it's not even close. It's not even close. Are they going to at least have Hayton in? Is Hayton going to be ready? It's just not a.
yeah.
You made the playoffs. Good for you. It's good. Glad your fans got to see some playoff hockey, but I can't see Utah doing much against Vegas here.
Okay, we can move on to the next one. Um, this will be fun. I haven't time stamped any of these. I just now remembered. Okay, the next game we have, or the next series we have, Boston Bruins taking on the Buffalo Sabers. As far as let's see, what is this favorite as? I got to go to the other one. So you got Buffalo Sabers is plus, or I'm sorry, minus 178, and the Boston Bruins plus 146. Um, I like Buffalo in this one. I know they're
Me
minus
too.
178. So for me, it's more of a parlay piece. I was thinking about parlaying this with Colorado, taking Buffalo, Colorado, and a two leg to win the series parlay. Um, but yeah, I like Sabers. I think they probably finished this in six. Um, maybe exact series 4-2 Buffalo. Um, I like Zaka was playing very good going into the end of the season, but I think, obviously, I think Swayman is the better goalie in this series. UPL and Lyon have been playing okay, but I just think Buffalo's got the better offense. And then you got Darlene on the defensive end. And then you got players like Norris and Doan. Uh, as long as Norris can stay healthy, that's another thing. Um, I think Buffalo wins this one. What do you think, Perlo?
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, they're so green, but then I saw something on Twitter today that Tuck's played 62 games in the playoffs, and Zucker's played about the same. Like they got guys that have played in the playoffs. Um, they haven't been successful as of yet, but they've been there. Um, and the thing with Boston is just the Boston mystique. Like they just seem to find a way. Uh, they're going to try to have they're going to have to play tough. Problem is Boston's been the most penalized team in the league this year, I think, if not the most close to it. And I want to put Buffalo on a power play. I think they'll put up a fight, but I gotta Buffalo's got the depth. They got that big mobile defense. They play a very aggressive man on man defense where they get the zone. If Boston's going to win the series, they have to shoot from the boards and get guys in front of the net and grind it out all game. That's the way they have to do it, and that's but
Yeah, so
um,
Boston is the second.
and Swayman can win a game by
Yeah, he
himself.
can steal it. Yep. So Boston has the second most penalty minutes in the season.
Okay,
First
who
one
was the
being the
first? Ottawa.
Lightning. No, the
The
Lightning.
Lightning. Oh,
And
okay,
that
yeah. Well, that just in that one game.
that's true. But I was gonna say too that like the Lightning can't be doing that against Montreal. Like
No, they're not.
that power play is fucking dialed.
They're not going to do that against Montreal. Yeah.
And that'll be an interesting series because you saw
No,
how Slavkowski performed in the playoffs. I mean, in the Olympics. Like that dude was he could turn into you could have two Caulfields out there.
things are a little more open in the Olympics that they're going to be in
Oh,
the
yeah.
playoffs. So,
But still,
but I mean, we'll get to that.
yeah.
I got to go with Buffalo. I know they are on the green side, especially on defense. But overall, I think that they're too deep. And like Boston has been winning games in out energying teams all year. I don't know how much they're going to have for legs going down. I mean, Pasternak never stops. I think that guy could play that guy could play a baseball season worth of games and not slow down. It's incredible to watch that guy. Like he's not going to slow down, but um, they've really had to play hard to make it. Buffalo has to a certain extent, but they roll their lines more. Like they roll their lines a lot.
Hmm.
Darlene, even on defense, Darlene has only played. Uh, his competition rating is 60 some percent for a number one defenseman. That means they haven't been putting him up against elite talent all year. They've been rolling their defense against elite talent all year long. So he's been rolling the lines quite a bit. And the other thing I like is that Buffalo has been going on a three goaltender system a lot and giving their goaltenders a lot of rest. If there's the one place that Boston has them is goaltending. But if Buffalo can just keep them, pinned in that offensive zone, if they can just move the puck quick out of that zone, what's Buffalo going to do? Or Boston going to do? If Buffalo can do that, so I think Buffalo takes it. And Swayman wins at least one by himself. Probably gets outshot like they're out. Boston gets outshot 20-40 and still wins the game. They know how to do that.
Yeah.
They got McAvoy and Pasternak and guys like that. They know how to be patient, look for their spots. They just have that. Boston just has that way to get that goal in that one moment, even though they're getting outplayed. Yeah,
Yeah. I like that Rico. He says he took this series to go, or no, never mind. That's the Habs Lightning series. I was thinking that that's what we were talking about. Well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Sabers. Um, what is the over under on this total? 5.5. You think it goes 6?
I don't know. It all depends because we've seen it over and over again. Buffalo played nervous out of the gate. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Seen it over and over and over again. That first game, especially. Now they've seemed to have overcome that, but now you're in the playoffs, and I've seen it over and over and over again. If they play nervous against Boston, they're in trouble. They got to be confident because Boston will smell that like fucking. But in the
And
end, I just think they'll get Boston chasing eventually. Their third and fourth lines are basically two fourth lines. So
yeah. Yeah, Buffalo definitely has the better depth with all those
for
additions
sure.
of Doan, Norris,
Oh yeah,
all of those guys. So, yeah,
yeah, and
I
that's
agree with you,
I don't think
ML Kid.
they will stay out of the penalty box. That's the thing.
Yeah, they got to stay out of that penalty box for sure. Okay. Um, we can move on to the next one. And we're going to be talking right about that game we were just talking about. Got the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Series wise, Tampa Bay is heavily favored. And I'm pretty sure you can get Montreal at almost 2-1. Let's see. Yeah, so the Canadians are, the Lightning are minus 260
Yeah,
and the Montreal Canadiens are plus 210. Now, obviously, all the value is on Montreal
it's
here.
on Montreal. Yeah,
Um, so I would say if you're betting the Lightning, you find a parlay partner for it. But like Montreal, just take them on the series
or
money line, like plus
if you like
210.
the Lightning, take them first game, first full
Oh, yeah,
first.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is,
I
and that's not even that great. Or is it minus 120 or is that plus 120? Yeah, it's minus 120. Yeah, minus
is it
120.
-120 still for the
Yeah.
first game?
Well, minus 120 and to win the series, the parlay
I
to win
think
the
this is
first.
in. I think I'll bet this in series
Yeah.
because I mean when it comes right down to it, Montreal is still a pretty top heavy team. It's going to be they're Dobish. Okay, he's had a good second half of the season, but it's just, how is he going to be in the playoffs here? I think he'll be okay. Um, Tampa Bay's overall game against Montreal. I don't see Montreal shutting anybody down, and I know
Yeah,
they did have some times where they were playing, uh, but most of that was relying on goaltending. Montreal
yeah.
gets outshot a lot.
I think Tampa Bay's just gonna bully him, and
They're
and
gonna they're gonna lean on him quite a bit. They're gonna play physical
yeah.
for sure.
I need a button that says "Let's get physical, physical."
They got all the experience in the world. Uh, that's the thing. Sorelli and Dano, what's his name? Evans and Anderson. Is that their third line? Their, their most pro, their biggest, their playoff guy with the most minutes is probably Gallagher, and he's been healthy scratched. I don't know if they were just resting him so he had his legs. Like that, I think that Bulldog, Kapanen, Kirby Dock line could be in trouble.
Yeah,
And
man, the
then
goal
Tessier,
scorers in
Miller,
this one
and
are
Davidoff.
just
It's a top heavy team. That if but they're fast. They're super fast. They're a lot like Utah, except I think they have more. Eventually, even have more talent. Um, Lane Hudson's had a great year defensively this year. He went from 0.5% above replacement to like almost 70%. But not having Dobson is a problem because you don't
yeah.
want Arbor Jack guy out there, man. Jesus Christ, no. You don't want Arbor Jack guy out there. Put Engstrom in or something. Like he's
I
just
mean,
way overmatched.
we'll see if Kucherov shows up. He's one dude that hasn't shown up in a very long time, and I think this is a series where he could. But
I think he was just kind of taking it easy down the stretch. Tampa knows that they don't, but they still managed to get home ice advantage.
yeah, I mean, one goal
Yeah,
in the last
Sorelli,
16 or
Hagel,
17
Point,
playoff games
Gunsel,
is crazy.
Gord is a shut. Yeah, Tampa Bay. I know it's.
They're
You
just
look
a
at the
bigger
regular
physical
season, they
team.
say, well, they have the same amount of points, but this is playoffs are a different animal, man.
Yeah, this is a totally different game, and they're gonna get bullied. Like it's been a
Yeah,
great season.
I think Tampa's going to really.
Yeah, as long
I think a
as they
lot of
can
Montreal
stay
fans are
healthy and
going to be
Hedman and all them.
disappointed with their team here. I think a
Yeah,
lot of Montreal fans are going to realize why Montreal didn't go out and get a second line center because they know, they know this team's not ready to go yet, not yet. You can want plenty of offense all you want, but you got to shut down players on Tampa Bay, Gunsel, Hagel, Sorelli, Gord. Like these guys are freaking. They're stacked, and Montreal has nobody. Suzuki should get the Selkie this year,
yeah,
playing with basically no right winger and Caulfield who doesn't who's kind of a floater. He's had to do everything for that line defensively, and did it in elite. He should get the Selkie this year. Besides that, there's not much here. Like you can't play that type of game in the playoffs and expect to win. It's not the '80s anymore. It just doesn't happen. That's the reason why the Florida Panthers are winning the cups and Tampa Bay's. You know, it's you can't. The last Colorado kind of did it though. Colorado did it when they won their cup. But even they had Landeskog went before the injury, Lehkonen, Nichushkin. Like they had guys that knew 3 zone D, and Montreal doesn't have it yet.
Yeah.
Montreal just doesn't have it yet. It's not. I know a lot of people are going to be. You think that the money would start coming in on Montreal a bit at that price though? Has it come down?
No, I don't think
Hasn't
so. I
even came
think
down.
people know. I mean,
I think the
yeah, you're gonna have
public
the
would
people out
probably.
there betting on the. You're gonna have the people betting on the good number, the plus 210. But yeah, I don't see Tampa Bay losing this.
Yeah, I got to see Montreal play a different, be able to shut down the game, and
Yeah.
I don't see it. I know Tampa Bay can at any time, and then Tampa Bay's got that Boston stuff too, where Tampa Bay's got that Boston, like they just seem to be able to pot one when they need one. Like even if Montreal, maybe if they don't have their legs for a game and they got to hold on, they got Bass back there for one thing, and they just seem to be able to hold the team off, let them tire themselves out, and then freaking come back and get that goal in the third when they need it or in overtime. They don't panic. That's what I'm trying to say. Tampa Bay doesn't panic.
Okay. I think we got that one sorted out. We're both leaning Tampa Bay in that one. And then I don't think they have. Do they have that?
I think Montreal in
Oh,
the
they do.
third game, the first game at home, you bet them. I think Tampa Bay will practically give it to them. First game at home.
All right. Then moving on to Monday. Got Anaheim and Edmonton.
Yeah.
Let me do the timestamp on this. Yeah, so in this one,
We don't have any.
no, I don't think.
No, there's no numbers or anything, no lines or anything.
Oh, there is. I mean, there's a series line. That's about it. You got minus 225 for the Oilers, plus 184 for the Edmonton or for the Anaheim Ducks. Um, I don't know. My thing is Draisaitl going to be healthy to start? Will he be back?
Don't matter here. Don't matter here.
Um, but I think
I don't
the
think it
Oilers
matters.
win.
Yeah, Anaheim can't shut anybody down yet. They don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
They can't. Edmonton has shown they can to a certain extent. There was a great pickup getting. Oh, yeah, I just don't see too green, too green.
Yeah.
And you think, well, they brought in, you got Killorn, but they've shown down the stretch when the pressure hit that they weren't able to do it. I don't know.
So Edmonton Oilers minus 1.5 on the spread is plus 105. They probably finish this in 6-4-2, right?
Yeah, those Stahl struggled down the stretch too.
Yeah. I just think with the way Edmonton shoots, like I know the Oilers haven't been good on the goaltending or the defensive side, but that all changes in playoff hockey. Like I think they
If the Oilers are, I mean, if the Oilers try to run and gun with these guys, Anaheim could have a chance because they actually have a deeper team as far as
yeah,
scoring is
Cutter's
concerned.
back,
Yeah,
but
it's just
yeah,
Anaheim struggled offensively down the stretch when things got tough. How are they going to be?
yeah. I mean, it's going I know it's going to be try to be shut down games, but I mean, typically these
I
two
just don't
teams when
see
they've played
Anaheim
each
doing
other,
it.
it's been an overfest, right? I mean, it's been um oh yeah, MLK just said it too. This series is going to be a goal fest. Like, yeah, they've played overs. Like, I think it's been 6.5 and sevens throughout the season for the overs in these games. Um, maybe you're going to look at Edmonton's team total in each of the games versus the money line. I mean, both of these teams have been leaky. I could definitely see the first or two games going over for sure. I think once it
Oh
goes
no,
1-1, then it starts to
is
turn into a lockdown game.
Dickinson's hurt for how long?
Yeah, he's been out for the last two games, I think.
Fuck, he gets hurt a lot. That was the problem with this trade. That changes things a bit to me. Without Dickinson, that bottom
He's expected to
that
return
bottom
on
six.
4/18, which is day one of the
Okay,
playoffs.
uh, even with them, like they might be able to get away with it with Anaheim, but if without Dre, Ingram. Fortunately for them, Ingram has been playing really well. Am I talking myself into thinking Dickinson comes back?
I almost want to take McDavid to have a point in every game, but I know that's going to be probably not good odds.
Jeez,
And
not
all
very
it's going
good
to take
price.
is
Yeah.
one game for him not to have any points.
The
But
more
yeah,
every
go ahead.
time I want to pick Edmonton, I should not look at their roster because the more I look at their roster, the more I think that they're. I mean, they got like Doc Szymanski, Trent Frederick, third line. That is fucking horrible, dude. Horrible. It's not. It's not just a little bad. It's fucking horrible. And then Roslovic. I mean, if he's not scoring, he's not doing fuck all. It's the same problem. I'm really worried about this team. And McDavid's going to do everything for you.
Yeah, I don't know. He might do enough to get you past Anaheim, but I mean, he's going to wear down. It seems like it happens every year. It's like he's the one dying out.
Their defense is all right. But that problem is
Yeah, I would. Po buddy. Maybe parlay them together. I mean, Cutter's been great since he came back, so but more so just scoring
self
goals.
self-made.
I
Yeah, I
take them to
take
score
Ducks
three
third
plus
line all
goals.
day. I take just about any team in the league's third line. Seriously, that third line is horrible. If Dickinson is in, it's better. It's a lot better. Like a really good. Like he's a great shutdown center, but he doesn't have much to help. Like Doc, no man, Doc should not be playing there.
McDavid McDavid is the Kevin Garnett of hockey. Yeah, I agree. I wonder what it's going to be for Cutter to get 3 goals in this series. I'd take that. I'd buy that for $1.
Power
Um,
plays will do. It's if Anaheim was coming in strong, I'd seriously think about taking them here. It's just they're so fucking green, and they have veterans there that have been they have veterans there, but they didn't seem to be able to get those young guys to play when they needed them, like Kreider, Truba. They brought in John Carlson on D. If they can goad Edmonton into an offensive battle, I don't know. I think they might have a fucking chance here, dude. If they can just play loose, got nothing to lose. If you lose to Edmonton, nobody expected you to win anyways. Instead of like playing tight, you just never know. I don't want to take Edmonton at that price. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not parlaying Edmonton with anybody.
yeah, Rico, no Gudis. Here, I'll tell you what it says for his return date.
Yeah, I know Gudis is tough.
I'm
They
just
don't have a
looking at the.
shutdown defenseman besides Lacombe there. Truba's not a shutdown defenseman. He's a play driver. He gets his reputation as a shutdown defenseman, but he's not. Owen Zellweger hasn't been playing, eh? And he's not injured. He's been scratched.
Let's see.
Maybe he was banged up or something. Yeah, Gudis would sure help a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, Gudis does show that he may be in for game 1, but that's always like reevaluation around that time, so he may be back. Said he was unavailable Thursday.
Goalies can both suck. Yeah. Gudis is expected to be back for the playoffs. That's huge, huge, huge.
Got to do the huge.
Huge.
Fucking Trump.
Trump,
Um,
yeah. What do you think? You think I don't know. I Edmonton seems to be able to find a way a lot,
yeah,
obviously, but they had no business winning that first round against LA last year. Like they shouldn't even have made it past that. Then they played a Vegas team that I know, like I took them to beat Vegas because after they didn't do anything at the trade deadline, and Peter Angelo was hanging by a thread, Vegas went to shit, and they hated Cassidy. And then Dallas, they had the geriatric trio. They can't. They're done by the third round. Duchesne, Ben, and Sagan. Sagan's not even there. So their depth was gone. I took Edmonton to win that, and I said they're going to get crushed by Florida. But they did fight and make it interesting. Well, no, I don't know, man. I'm
yeah.
seriously not. I'm seriously not as. I'm not gung ho to take Edmonton here. I'm not.
I I mean, I say I don't like the price, but and if I was taking anything, it would be on the series line, the -1.5. I think if Edmonton does win this series, they win in 5 or 6. I don't think it goes further than that.
I think the yeah. I think the Ducks win series. The Oilers teams are a team of frauds. I'm
Yeah, they have been.
They're McDavid and nothing. This team more than last year even. Like
Oh
they got
yeah,
a Savoy.
I agree.
Savoy got it going here. This year more than last year. They're McDavid. Well, without Draisaitl especially.
Yeah.
Uh, if Anaheim was coming in, if they didn't show me that they were kind of crumbling down the stretch there, I'd be all over them here. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to do this in series. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see what Anaheim looks like. If Anaheim looks like they've got confidence and they're playing four lines and they're hitting because they can't shut down the Oilers, then it's going to be an over series.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we can head on to the last game. I don't think there's anything on here as far as for me to look at, but
Oh, Colorado, LA. Yeah.
yeah, that's the last game that we have to talk about, but I really don't think there's a whole lot to talk about. I think,
Sweet. Sweet.
yeah, I think it's a gentleman's sweep. I think we get a 4-1 series here. You probably get the first home game in LA. But on the other hand, too, like LA's been so wishy-washy of who's played where and what. Um, Colorado, on the other hand, like,
When Colorado decides to turn a game on, that I don't think anybody's stopping them. I,
yeah,
I still don't.
as long as they all can stay healthy. And I think their biggest weakness is their goaltending. Like, I think Wedgwood is just
Well,
above
Wedgwood's had
average
a
and
great year.
Blackwood is sub average.
Wedgwood's had a great year.
Yeah,
His goals saved above expected is really good. He's definitely good enough for that team.
yeah.
I mean, they can
But
shut you
will
down. They can play. You want to play fast? All right, we'll fucking kick your ass. LA, what are they shown that they can do?
it's just can he do that when it matters?
They can play fast, but they can't play as fast as Colorado. They try to play a shutdown game. All they do is just collapse around the goalie, and Colorado just pass it around outside until they flop around enough, tire them out, and score. I think Colorado wins. I'll play the sweep. Is there a series bet where you can say like the amount of games lost in not series but in the whole playoffs?
No.
Over under? I think
No,
it's
I don't
possible.
think so.
See, Colorado will play. Colorado beats LA, and then they play either Minnesota or Dallas.
Yep. That's how the bracket is.
Yeah, I mean he's been playing well too. That's maybe go six. I don't. Colorado last year, the problem was is they made moves like Nelson and stuff, and they hadn't gelled together yet. But this year they have, and Nelson's playing freaking unbelievable defensively and offensively this year. Really good, best of his career by far. Um, I don't see Dallas being able to hold up after playing Minnesota there. Colorado will win that, and then it's probably on to play Vegas. Maybe Vegas gives them a go. Yeah, yeah. Brant Clark for blocks. Yeah, you ladder that. Brant Clark
Oh
has
yeah.
been blocking a lot of shots, and Colorado shoots from everywhere. So yeah, Cody Cece. Jesus Christ, what the hell. I can't see. Their forwards are great defensively. If they had Fiala's gone, right? Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he got terribly hurt there. He's gone for the year. It's
Oh
too
yeah.
bad they didn't have Fiala there. Like LA's forwards, like Kempe's great. Kopitar's not elite anymore, but he's not bad. Byfield's great. They're good that way, but I just don't. Colorado decides to turn on for 5 minutes. You're fucking.
Toast.
You're done. Yeah.
Toast.
McKinnon
Mm.
series shots on goal leader. Yeah, I could take that.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
What's the sweep? Sweeping in five, and you probably
Well,
got.
there's I don't. That's the only matchup that there's no line. Oh no,
There's
hold
no
on.
lines yet.
No, there is. Holy shit! You see that number? Look at Colorado's number
Minus
to
four
win.
fifty or something.
Yep, minus
Where is
four
this
six.
on FanDuel?
FanDuel minus
Minus
four
460.
65. 465.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So even the sweep is probably only like what plus 125 or
look at
something.
the minus 2.5 is plus 132. So
Okay,
that's a 4-1 win.
that's what I would play.
That's a gentleman's sweep right there. That's what I had just said.
But you
As
might as well
far
take
as
exact 4-1 Colorado 4-1 4-0.
yeah, they don't
Play
have the
both of them.
exact yet.
No.
But yeah, that would be something I would look at. What's the total games? 5? Oh no, they don't have that either. Yeah, they only got a couple of them.
The only way LA has a chance if they do a Sam Bennett to Wedgwood. Get Blackwood in there. Just Sam Bennett Wedgwood. Maybe you might have a chance, but wow, that really had nothing to do with the Flames. Didn't even. That was just a friendly game. They did. I swear to God, those two teams today, Rico, were playing basically a talk the game over. We'll just play like Calgary was throwing pucks on the net that I could have shot when I was like 14 years old. Wrist shots from the like they were those teams those teams were playing until the Anaheim game was done. And once the Anaheim game was done, it was like LA was like, okay, we'll give you the win. You can win at home. There you go. If Anaheim would have lost, Calgary would have like, okay, we'll give you the win, but it's got to be in overtime. I swear to God, they talked that out. Like it was so obvious to me. That was the most boring game in the fucking world because you could tell that Calgary was purposely not throwing flubs at Forsberg, missing the net, passing when they should be shooting. It was just so obvious. It's crazy. Imagine if JD was on here right now, he'd be losing his fucking mind. They don't do that. Well, fucking explain it then, because that's exactly what it looked like. Yeah.
That's funny.
He's probably watching this right now. Like, where did he go today?
Um.
Well, he took his son somewhere, didn't he? He went somewhere
Oh,
with his
that's
son.
right. Bruce Springsteen? No, that was
No,
last week.
no, I think he said he was going on a trip with his son or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was going somewhere. I don't remember where, but All right, so I have I have two new era hats that I've been wanting to give away. I've had them for like a
Oh,
year
nice.
or two. On one of them, it says Bardowski on the front, and on the other one says Top Shelf. I think, yeah, Top Shelf. But they're like golfer hats. So I think what I'm gonna do is tomorrow when they come back, when you guys come back on the stream, I'll post the link and we're gonna do a NHL bracket challenge.
Oh,
So
nice.
everybody will do a free one pick. Everybody get a pick and pick their own brackets for the Stanley Cup playoffs. And whoever gets first and second, I will give those hats away to
Nice.
those two players. And whoever wins first, I'll give them the choice of the two. And second place is going to get the one that wasn't chosen. So um, I'll uh, I'll bring those hats with me tomorrow so I can show them to you on the show. But yeah, I'll create a bracket challenge on ESPN and send everybody the link. I'll post it on my X, so everybody's free to join. No paid entries. Everybody's just one free challenge, and I'll do that. I'll also post it in the Legacy Sports Discord. I'll also post it in Pearlo's Discord, so everybody's free to join. One entry per person, and we'll give away those two hats. I
Sounds
also
cool.
I also have been wanting to order some more merch. So I think I've had like notepads before, t-shirts. This is actually an Exotic Wagers t-shirt. It's on the back. Um, I've ordered cups. I have a like stainless steel cup. So can do coffee mugs. There's a few things on
Jesus.
my website that I can do.
Nice.
So
Look at this. I'll give shit. I'll give you three full months of Hymes. 3 full months. There you go.
yeah,
Any flavor you want, all the spring flavors. Go check out the catalog on the online there and tell me which one you want. You got it. I just did. All I put was I was going through because I was going through the analytics for each team before
hmm
I'd made my futures, and I noticed like Lane Hudson was like fucking 5% above replacement defensively, and he's up to like 70%. Like that doesn't happen, dude. That is insane, especially for a young kid like that. So I just posted on Twitter. Lane Hudson has exploded defensively this year. Get in on Norris futures for next year as soon as they pop up. And I will. A guy that's that did that at 21 years old, like that's freaking unbelievable. And he's still posting great offense and he's playing. The only thing is he plays against lower competition, but at 21, that's fantastic.
yeah,
I posted that like 6 hours ago. I got 9K views on that fucking shit, dude.
damn.
9K. That was
So this
crazy.
this is one of the hats I have. So this is the Bardowski hat. So I have this hat. I'll give this hat away. It's got a little,
Nice.
and then the other one, let's see. I like all of these hats. All of these hats are cool. This one says Bender. Let's see. The other one says, pretty sure it says Top Shelf. Yeah, it's like one of these. Oh, that one says Chirp. Let's see. Let's see. It's black and gold. I don't see it though. But anyways, it's like that other one, like that Bardowski hat, but the top shelf is black and silver, so it looks like Las Vegas Golden Knights color. So I'll give those two hats away um, to whoever wins that bracket challenge. So I'm sure there's a certain way that we're gonna have to fill it out for a tiebreaker. Or actually, let me read. Yeah, I don't see a tiebreaker, but I'm sure there is.
Usually, isn't it? No, yeah, because if they have the exact same, how would you do a tiebreaker on it?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're gonna have to pick
What?
a series prop like for every bracket game. So like they're gonna have you pick,
Yeah. So
and
if you
then you,
get the score, if you get the series right most, then you win, or something like
yeah,
that, like the number of series. Yeah,
yeah, however
yeah,
many
that's
you get
probably what
right
it
per
is.
series.
And now, if that's a tie, then fuck, Jesus, split the hat in half. You can
Yeah,
have.
light the lamp. Yeah, I don't see that one. Tendy, I think this is the one that says. Yeah, Tendy. I don't see the bucket. But yeah, the other one says top shelf or put it top shelf. That's what it says. Ah, this is the other one I have. So I'll give away both of those.
Do you remember Linus Omark?
Mm-hmm.
He just retired.
Oh yeah?
39 years old. He played till he
Wow.
was in the KHL. Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, I
Oh,
think
he
we're
said, yeah, I
I
think we're
think we're
good to go.
yeah, I would say, maybe we can do is I can timestamp it, but just giving your final thoughts on who you see in the Stanley Cup Finals and who you see winning that Stanley Cup Finals game.
That's
Um,
Colorado all the way, man. Been betting them all year. Bet them before the season. Bet them, bet them, bet them, bet them. That team is just stacked. I don't see anybody stopping them.
yeah, I mean, coming out of the West, it's got to be Colorado or Vegas, in my opinion. Um, I think it's going to be one of those two coming out of the West and coming out of the East. Man, it's hard to not say Carolina or Tampa Bay. I think both of those two teams, Tampa Bay's just got. I know they haven't been there in a while, or at least won a playoff series in a while. But I mean, if Tampa Bay can get past Buffalo, I believe Buffalo beats Boston. If Tampa Bay can get past Buffalo, then I think they have a fighter's chance. But I don't know. Carolina's been in it a few times, and they haven't been able to get past some players. I think they've got their teams finally getting to a point where they're contenders and good contenders. What do you think coming out of the East?
Well, if Ottawa beats Carolina, they would play Tampa Bay next, right?
Yes, that is. Well, no, they would play the winner
If
out of
Tampa Bay
Pittsburgh
wins.
and Pittsburgh and Philly. They
Tampa
play.
would play the winner.
Oh no,
Tampa would play.
Yeah, Tampa would play the winner of Buffalo and Boston, and then, yes, they would eventually play Carolina and Ottawa.
How does that work? Shouldn't Tampa play again? No, Tampa would play Buffalo, and then Ottawa would play either Pittsburgh or Philly.
That's correct.
Give me Ottawa to make it.
To the conference final.
Ottawa can get by Carolina. They're going to beat Pittsburgh or Philly. Then they're going to go. Then Buffalo and Tampa will beat the shit out of each other. And I think they got a fighter's chance to go all the way. Fucking give it to me, man. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on Ottawa.
Well,
So
you
if
have
Carolina wins, they play Philadelphia or Pittsburgh.
that is
Then that
correct.
would be they'll destroy either one of those teams. They'll fucking roll. So will Ottawa. Either one of them. I don't care who they are. They'll roll over either one of them.
Yeah.
Either one of them. Whoever wins that series, I think has a really good chance to go all the way. So if it's Carolina, then Carolina, Ottawa.
So, yeah, for me,
But
coming out of the West, it would be Colorado and Vegas in the conference final, and coming out of the East, I would say it's Tampa Bay and Carolina. As far as a series final, I think it's Colorado and man, I would I'd probably say man, it's gonna come down to goaltending for me in those two games. And Vaz, he's just I think he's above everybody. I know he's getting up there in age, but when it comes to playoff time, I mean, I know they haven't won a fucking series over like 4 years, 3 years, but
I think Tampa would beat Buffalo
yeah,
if it's Tampa Buffalo.
yeah, and
It's
yeah,
probably gonna be it's probably gonna be Tampa. But I think Ottawa could beat Carolina. If they do, they beat whoever they play, Philly, Pittsburgh. And it totally depends on how beat up Tampa Bay is in that series. But I mean, it's probably Tampa Bay, but there's some value on Ottawa to go to the final
yep.
and then just absolutely butt fucked by Colorado. Like, bye bye, you're
You
done.
know what I'll
Because
probably
they would
do
have to
is
drain everything they got to get there.
so tomorrow you should be able to get the correct series um matchup and winner. So like saying Colorado to beat Tampa Bay in the finals or
Yeah,
Tampa Bay to beat Colorado in the finals. So I would say if you want to go that route, you can usually catch both of those. I would say at probably north of 500 for any team. But if you take those two teams, then if those two teams make it to the finals, then you don't have to worry about a winner because
I
you can
I
win it
already
either
did
either
it.
way.
I bet Tampa, Carolina, or sorry, Colorado, Carolina, Colorado, Tampa, Vegas, Carolina, Vegas, Tampa before the season
Mhm.
started. But I'm really I didn't know. I'm really I thought Ottawa was actually I bet Ottawa to win the division, and if it wasn't for that Allmark stuff, they might have had a chance. I just think this Ottawa team is way better than people are giving them credit for. I really do.
Okay. Well, I think
All right.
that's will do it for us. Tomorrow we will be over on Perlo's channel breaking down Saturday games. I don't know if I'll be on. I know I'm going to stop at my daughter's house to put the last piece of furniture together, so I should be. If I'm gonna be on, I'll be on late, but I should be able to be on tomorrow. Um, but yeah, Perlo will be over on his channel breaking
And
down.
then
Hopefully, we got.
you're going to do the morning too, Saturday
Yep, I'll
morning.
do the morning show because the first game doesn't start till 3 p.m. Eastern. So we'll do the
Hmm.
7:30 show again or 10:30 Eastern.
Is it 3 p.m. Eastern? You know what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Tomorrow
because
is Friday night. Well, it does it because I usually do the morning show with you too.
yeah, so that'll be 10:30 Eastern, and then the games don't start till 3 p.m. or noon for me. Noon for me, but 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday.
If, Rico, if you're there, can you come on tomorrow night?
JD will be on
Tomorrow,
with you. He did say he would be on with you tomorrow.
tomorrow night? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, he said
So
yesterday he
that
would be
doesn't
on
make
with you.
sense to have JD and me and then all three of us on the morning show, except that they're going to get your bets on there.
Yeah. Um, are you guys posting any playoff futures picks, Perla, maybe in your premium, maybe? As for me, I may have I don't know if I'll have like as far as future player props, but I'm definitely gonna have like a couple series props, and I will be posting like a future to win, maybe one or two futures to win. But Perlo, will you be posting tomorrow? Any of that stuff?
Um, I'll try it in the premium, see if it works. If it does, then yeah, I'll give it to you. By the way, talk about that. It's over. You got from now until midnight, and I'm taking them all down, and then we're going to be starting something out. So, actually, no, the playoffs haven't actually officially started yet. So, you got Friday. You got one more day to
They have
get
until Saturday, 3 p.m.
Saturday at
Eastern.
3 p.m. That's when the playoffs start. And it's $80 for premium a year for the rest of your natural life, and $50 for VIP for the rest of your natural life for betting picks from a NHL capper that is 400 to 700 units every year. So can't get any better than that. After that, my friends, it's not even going to be close to that price. So grab it, grab it now. All you got to do is go to Perlo's NHL POW, and it's pinned up on my profile. Just hit it, and you're in. That's
All
it.
right.
That's my full 42, my friend. I don't know what's going on, but I'm starving all of a sudden.
For me, you can find me over on X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch at Exotic Wagers with the Z. And like I said, we will be back on this channel Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, to give you the latest sides, totals, player props on the Saturday games. And Perla will be breaking down those games with you guys tomorrow night with JD, and I will probably make a late appearance. But thank you guys all for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good evening, everybody. Peace.